Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Yep, it's Saturday morning. Down here in Florida, it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I was playing on my radio here, my Grundig 750, my little baby here, and the band is booming. So I went to Shortwave website to see what is on in English at this time of the morning. And there's a bunch of stuff on. So I thought, what the heck? Let's record some of this. And what I'm thinking about doing, and I've done like 2 or 3 experimental runs, and I did a show with another YouTuber on Hangouts. And what I would like to do, if I can figure out how to do it properly, is do a weekly hangout where I'm just kind of maybe tuning radios or I'm talking about a radio. It's not really a review. It's just kind of a hangout. And if I can figure out how to do it, have it such that I have a chat room running so people can say, hey, I'm listening to this one channel and it's coming in, try that. And I can punch in that frequency and see if I can receive it. Or I can be receiving something and get some feedback from my viewers of whether they're receiving it, where they're located. Because I have subscribers all over the world. So I just think this would be interesting. I haven't quite mastered Hangouts yet and how to set it up and everything. So I'm still experimenting. And we'll see how it goes. So anyway, this morning I just want to do a few minutes of tuning around the band and see what we get. So let me bring up my Short-Wave website, and I've told it to give me any station that's broadcasting in English right now. And so it's going to update, and it says it's 6:30 a.m. or 11:30 GMT. And then I'm going to sort on signal strength. And we're just going to go down here, go down the list. I realize, some of them are going to be pretty strong because they're in the United States. Some are going to be pretty weak. The other thing I have to watch out for is I don't leave music or any copyrighted material on the recording too long. So I'll be jumping around quite a bit. So the first one it tells me to look at is 5830, 5830, and I'll turn it up and see if there's anything there. This is in Lebanon, Tennessee, so it should be pretty strong. Oh yeah. Tips his big sweat stained hat forward over his face. The wind outside is blowing tumbleweeds all around. Yeah, that's almost full scale on the S meter here. And as you heard, it's loud and clear. Now, when I say loud and clear, it's loud and clear to me. Now, my cheapo webcam, the audio may be a little distorted. So that's not the radio and that's not the reception. That could be the webcam. So bear that in mind. So let's go to the next one. It says, and I'm going by what this web page is telling me should be the strongest signals that I should be able to receive at my location. That's the beauty of this web page. So the next one is 7315, 7315. Nope. Not good. That's WHRI Cypress in Cypress Creek in the United States again. Okay, we'll move around down. The next one, it says it's 11565. Now, if I were doing this in the Hangouts, I would go much slower to give people a chance to tune the stations in on their radio and give me some feedback whether they're receiving it or not. So now we're on the Overcomer Ministry. Again, it's coming in from the same area in the United States. And they don't appear to be broadcasting. Yeah, I'm getting something real weak. I'm not sure why their station is so weak. And maybe it's not them. Maybe I'm hearing something else that's around that station. Now, I'm not tuning manually once I punch in the frequency, because the 750 is pretty accurate. And if you punch in the frequency, it's usually the station is there or it's not there. So I don't have to do any adjusting of this particular radio. Okay, let's try 17490. 17490. Now that should be China radio. And of course, China radio broadcast all over the shortwave band. So that's just one particular frequency. It may be a frequency that's not used anymore. You always have to keep that in mind, especially with this website, short-wave, is that some of the data may be old and either the station is not broadcasting anymore or they're not broadcasting in that time zone. So you always have to keep that in mind. So it might not be there because it's not there. Okay, let's go to 5890. And then, of course, during the day, certain bands are stronger than other bands. And then, of course, you got the atmospheric conditions that can affect things. So it's a lot of variables. Okay, 5890. 5890. This is.
Say, where is the promise of this coming? We thought he said he was going to give us a sign. Where is the sign?
Okay, that's WWCR. Similar, it looks like it says the Outcomer Ministry, which is the one we tuned a few minutes ago at 11.565, and it's coming out of Nashville, Tennessee, and it's loud and clear. It usually is loud and clear, so it's not hard to receive. And this time I'm not skipping over the ones that should be loud and clear. I'm going to do them all. Well, maybe not all, because right this time of day, there is a lot of stuff supposedly being broadcast. So we'll go through it for a few minutes. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? We're at 5890. That came in loud and clear. They are also at 5935. 5935. Yep.
These people are going to destroy themselves, and together they shall be against Judah.
Now that says WWCR, which the previous one was WWCR, but this says University Network. So this may be different content. It's coming from Nashville, but it's like it's next door.
People saying this begins a new section.
Okay, so let's go to 11.775. 11.775. That's the same content, just a different frequency, coming in loud and clear. Okay, now we're going to try another China Radio International at 13.665. 13.665. Okay, that's coming and going. It's kind of on the borderline. It's definitely readable. I use that term, readable. And it's coming. That particular China radio is being broadcast. Station is being broadcast from Cherik, which I think is like in the Mediterranean someplace. And according to this chart on the website, it's a bearing of 48 degrees from me and 8,000 kilometers. So that's probably where it is, that particular tower. Okay, we're going to move on down. Maybe they're going to skip some now. Skip over the ones that are United States. Here's a Voice of Nigeria. Sometimes that one is pretty hard to get. 9690. there is something there, but it's really weak and it's pretty distorted. So I think it's there. Again, now this would be a great one to tell everybody to tune to and see what different people in different areas of the world are getting as far as reception right at this moment. So that would be a good one. Okay, the next one is China radio again. This is from a different transmitter, and it's at 11650. And I'm getting some noise. Oh, the other thing is, I always forget to tell you my setup. And this is pretty standard when I'm using this radio, the Grundig 750, is I'm using an external antenna, and I'm in my office, and in my office I have a lot of computers running, not a lot, but I got a number of computers running, and they create a lot of RF, plus I have to turn on all these lights to get enough light on the radio. So I got a lot of RF that would interfere with the radio if I tried to use the internal telescopic antenna. So I have to use an external antenna. And the antenna that I typically use on this radio, the external antenna, is a G5RV. It's about 102 feet long. It's a dipole. It's very old. I don't really know the physical condition of it, but it still seems to be working pretty good. I would say it's been up for 20 years, so it's pretty old. And that's one thing I need to do is I need to get somebody that can go on the roof, which I can't do anymore, and change out the coax cable. That coax cable is pretty old, been out in the Florida weather for years, don't know the condition. So anyway, just a little trivia to let you know what antenna I'm using with this radio. Okay, now did we get anything here? No. That should be China radio, and we're getting nothing. Okay, we're going to skip down to Radio Australia. That's always a good one to get in the morning. 6140. And it's there, but it's a little noisy. It's not that even for me, excluding the problems with the webcam, even for me, it's a little noisy. So it's not as good as it usually is. That's Radio Australia. And that is, let me just see what this chart says. The bearing is 351. So it looks like they're saying the signal probably is coming over pole, and it's 17,000 kilometers. So that's, if this chart is correct, this signal is going a long ways. Okay, let's try, Radio Australia is on a lot of frequencies too. So let's try a different frequency, 6080 for Radio Australia. About the same signal strength. Okay, here's another one. This is the one I usually use for Radio Australia, is 9580. 9580. Oh, yeah. That's loud and clear. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's see what the website tells me that the bearing is. So I got to move my page up a little bit. Oh, now I lost my place. 9580. It says it's 245 degrees, so it's west of me, and it's 16,000 kilometers. So that's the, well, I'm not looking, am I good? Yeah, I'm looking at the right thing. So when I listen to Radio Australia in the morning, this is the frequency I use, 9580. Okay, what else? Voice of Russia. I wonder if I can get that this morning. That's 9560. We'll just tune down to that one. It's close enough. There's something there. It's really weak and in and out, fading in and out. So it's really weak. Let's try China radio at 5955. That's the one I usually do pretty good on. No, still pretty weak. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. Again, I like to do this on Hangouts, and then there can be some interactivity. And plus, the beauty of Hangouts is it's streamed live and it's recorded live, so you don't have to go back and upload your video. So that's nice. It's, kind of instantaneous. But here we go. Let's see, something a little different. Don't know if I can get. Oh. It says that Toronto is going to be pretty weak at our location. So let's try Toronto at 6070. 6070. No, it's fine. Yeah, that's coming in fine. I don't understand why this web page has indicated that the signal from Toronto, it's got, for signal strength that I should be seeing, it's got this like bar graph, and it's got 5 bars, and this particular station only has 1 bar. And let me see where it says, how far it says it is. Yeah, it says it's due north of me, basically, and it's only 1,800 kilometers, not very far. So I don't know why it's marked that as to be, oh, I know why it has. It says that the transmitter power is only 1 kilowatt. So I guess that's why it's saying that the signal strength at my location is going to be kind of low, but the signal is good, and the S meter is about over 3/4. If I give you a number, it's the lower scale is 0 to 5, and it's a 4, so it's strong. That signal is strong. So I'm surprised that his web. Well, like I say, I guess the reason it's saying that it will be kind of weak is because even though it's not too far away, they're only broadcasting at 1 kilowatt. Now, possibly that 1 kilowatt number is inaccurate. Maybe they've upped their power and this website hasn't indicated that update. So anyway, that's the show. If you think it would be a kind of a good idea to try doing those Hangouts where I'm showing using a radio and not really reviewing a radio, but using a radio, or maybe just talking about, maybe antennas and stuff like that, please let me know. Either give me a comment or give me a thumbs up. That'll give you an indication that you think that might be a good idea. The other thing is I have some giveaways coming up. We're at about 1,350 subscribers. I'm going to have a giveaway at 1,500. So I'm going to do a quick short video to talk about the giveaways and tell you how to enter. And then we'll have another one at 2,000, a much bigger giveaway, because that's a key milestone for me. Then I'll have some giveaways at different show numbers. Like when we're at 227 here, and so when we get to say 250, I'll have a giveaway. And 500, well, maybe sooner than that, because 500 are going to take a while. So anyway, that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.